My name is Philip, and my job is I'm a consultant engineer in renewable energy resources.
My name is Samia Daniel Salwanis. I studied medicine to be a doctor.
My name is Bassem Philip. I'm an assistant manager in MAG, Mr. America Group for Solar Energy.
I'm Nura Philip. I finished architecture, environmental architecture.
The first time I came, it was a piece of a desert, and they took us, come guys, see our new farm. And I went like this, and whoa, which farm? And when we saw this piece of land, there was a lot of sand coming in our face, and we went like, what? What farm? We're coming in the desert, and you're telling us farm?
This dream was about more than 15 years ago. And it was born when we were outside Egypt and we met somebody. He tell us something about that he has a land in Sinai and he would like to make a big project for cultivation.
A desert, a real desert. It was hot, windy, it was very hard, but we imagined a home in the middle of a farm. And this is how we started. So when we came here, we needed some shade. We felt it was like the story of Adam and Eve, out of the heaven, in the wind, in the wilderness, whatever. No birds, not a fly.
It's amazing how we changed it from the desert, completely desert, to an agriculture city.
I love Sinai, and I love the adventure, and I love the desert. So it will be easy for anybody to have a farm in one of the villages which is green and have good soil and good water and all of that. But I decided to start it from the beginning and to feel the steps of the development.
I remember the second time I came, we dug the well. This was the first long well in Sinai.
So we dig the first well from about 13 years, and this was the first well ever in Sinai by this way of deep welling, and you have a hole in the land for about 35 meters long. It is actually, it's a great blessing here that you can find mostly everywhere water. Although some of our friends, they had a very nice place, but they dig deep holes, but they didn't find water. But it's a great blessing that our area here is very good in having water.
Actually, it didn't become green with only years, because there was, I think for a time, we used to pay people to grow us the land, and we just come and see if it's going to grow well, and it didn't. So actually, what I believe in the plants feel the existence of their farmer and the person who takes care of it.
From our experience, we discovered that it's not easy to cultivate the desert if you don't have water, land, and microorganisms, because this is the magic material or the magic things that can transfer all the salts, all the food that you give to the land to be usable for the plant.
We decided to start building a pergola, a place in the shade for keeping us away from the sun and from keeping us away from the wind. And this is what was the first thing we built.
As we made this shelter, all our relatives, our family, our friends, everybody loved the place. Although it was just a shelter in the middle of a desert. But they loved it because it had so much meaning for all of us. It was the dream of something new in our lives.
Everything you plant, it grows and grows, and the faith of growth is always our hope.
And so we started making open dinners for everybody. We just fed everybody every week.
Like now.
Everybody's okay? Are you ready to start our program?
It's very tasty.
That's good.
Yeah, very good.
Very healthy, spicy.
It's wonderful. Yeah, I like it.
A lot of flavor, good variety.
The food.
It's so delicious.
Things that we don't get at home very often.
So we have plenty of olives in our eco farm. It is organically planted. We pickle it by very special ways that are without any chemicals, very natural and oriental. They have a special taste. We also do olive miskella. Olive miskella is very good for the sandwiches. It makes life easy because you just spread it on the toast and you eat it and enjoy it.
That's good.
In many recipes, you can use it in many recipes too. Also, we have olive oil. And olive oil from South Sinai is very special because of the hot weather. So the olives have concentrated oil in them. The best olive oil in Egypt is from here. So we better take care of our olive trees.
This place should be used for the environmental help, and it should be implementing all of the organic applications and renewable energy and doing something as a model for the people to imitate. This was the task, and we started like this, and with the help of God we did this. We are the first, and all the people around us, as you know, the Bedouins, as you see the Bedouins, how they learned how to do a lot of stuff, you know, like compost, like organic agriculture.
I want to make a workshop for the Bedouins to teach them how to mature their crafts and to help them educate themselves, especially for women Bedouins, because they are really illiterate.
And we are dreaming to have a complete eco-city, which consists of not a part for farming, but a big part for tourism, and tourists to come and join us, and they can enjoy the sea, the Red Sea and the Gulf of Suez, which is the water. They can swim, they can do any sports, and they also can find a nice place for to have a spa and relax. and the area in the back of this ecotourism will be an eco-village, which is so big that they can be a self-sustainable project.
In the middle of all this noisy life, in the middle of war, in the middle of diversity, in the middle of severe hatred between people, the land is calling us to save our souls, save the land from corruption, save the land from hatred, save the land from its weakness.
But I think this is what our mission is. I think God created Adam and he told him, just go ahead and work with the land. And this was our job. This is something inside us, built in with us.
Each time I come here, I feel mixed emotions between the happiness and the sorrow. Many times I was coming here just to fight the weakness of the plants. And after that, I'm happy because now I can see my plants is growing much better, and also I can see the place is more human, and I can live in it. I can have friends, and we can have parties, and we have fellowship with many different people.
So we had this vision that the sand shouldn't be only sand. We have a lot of sand areas and we have a lot of water. We should be using this for that. Water gives life.
Only dry land you can find is inside yourself, if you don't grow yourself.
I don't want to sell it. I want to share it. I want it to be part of other people's dreams. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to exchange it. I don't want to leave it. I just want people to come over and be part of me, part of the land, part of our dream. Come and be a part of our dream.
لو فيك تحكي للحبايب شو بيني يا طير يا طير روح اسألن علي وليف ومش معه ومجروح بجروح